Hey friends, welcome to episode number 28, Monopoly with Mom, a lesson. And I had to kind of drag that title out because this has been a drawn out process. So my mom and I have been playing Monopoly together for 22 years. I used to play with both my parents, but as you may or may not know, my parents separated after my mom's illness. And so one of our favorite pastimes that we collected and curated and carried all of that through the years was playing Monopoly. We would play periodically. Of course, we played more when I was younger and I was in the home and I had more time, and now it's very sporadic. Well, recently we had a hurricane and the power went out, and so I was like, Mom, let's play Monopoly. So we had a 2-day Monopoly extravaganza that ended in your girl winning Monopoly. And I know that might sound on the surface real basic, but my mom is brilliant, first of all, and second of all, I have been trying to beat her since I was a child. So to beat her was a serious matter. No pun intended. It was a big deal, right? But another thing that I want to highlight is the lessons. I thought it was just one lesson, but then as I prepared my notes, I was like, okay, there's a few lessons. One lesson is that you how do I want to word this? There are certain ways to cultivate certain things into your children, into your friends, into your family. And you can do that without even realizing, right? Like, we're playing this real estate game, one of the oldest board games, just as a pastime. But I learned so many things at a very primitive time in life about real estate, about how life works, about how things can be stacked against you, and how, like, rolling the dice is just a chance. So the odds are maybe in your favor, maybe not. Bro, that's life. Like, sometimes you wake up and roll the dice and the odds are honestly not in your favor. You might land on a chance and you might bank, ka-ching, get some money, or you might have to pay out unexpectedly. Tires be blowing out, you hitting potholes, all types of things are happening in this world on a daily. Like, life, adulting, all of that is no joke. So I appreciate my parents for, introducing that in a very game-like way, whether they knew what they were doing or not. Second lesson is, you've been a good teacher when a student can surpass you. Like, you've been a great teacher when the student can come and use your tactics on you. I beat my mom with some of her own tactics. Furthermore, like, I knew my strategy going in. I knew what I was planning to buy, what I wasn't going to buy, how I was going to capitalize on the investments that I made based on chance, and that really worked. And so a lesson to transfer and transpire into your life is one of my favorites. Play the hand you're dealt like it's the hand you want, okay? I beat my mom with the low properties. Like, I had the properties that are in the hood and a few little mini suburb ones, but she had the properties, like the banging ones, the Boardwalk, the Prop Place, the Pennsylvania Avenue, the greens and the blues, for those of you who know the colors in Monopoly. So she was in the, she was in the Red Sea area, but I had the railroads, I had the utilities, and I had some properties in the hood, and I had a strip that I knew you had to land on no matter what you rolled, unless you went to jail. And so that was my strategy, and I played what I had like it was what I wanted, because it was not the initial strategy that I went into the game with. However, it worked in my favor. And so in life, things don't always work in your favor. The cards aren't always dealt the way you want. The thing that you're dreaming about or planning for, or whatever, so have you, however that is for you, it doesn't always go the way you have planned. Most of the time, it doesn't go the way you have planned. But if you play the hand you're dealt like it's the hand you wanted, and you capitalize on your resources and your circumstances, I promise you, just like I won Monopoly, you can win in life. You can continually win time and time again when you're looking at the glass half full and not half empty. I could very well look at this situation as horrible. I could hate Monopoly because I was introduced to it with both of my parents. And my parents separating was one of the most devastating times of my life as a child. And I could just hate Monopoly and not ever want to look at it again. However, that's not the case. I love the game. I think it's an amazing game. I had the handheld, I had it on my computer. I just remember all of the things I learned, all of the great times that I had with both of my parents and with one parent playing that timeless game. And so looking at the glass half full and not focusing on the negative, not even thinking about it, and having great memories from when it was three of us. I really try to block negativity, and that might be another lesson that has nothing to do with Monopoly, but just in life. I try my best, like really, 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 really hard, and it doesn't always work out, but when it works, it works. I try to block negative vibes and things that are just pessimistic and very draining, because it serves no purpose in your life. There is no need to sit around and mope about things that you cannot change. Accept the things that you cannot change and move forward. So I hope this little episode about the lesson with me and my mother playing Monopoly, I hope it touches you. I hope you realize that there is a need for strategy in our day-to-day lives. Though plans change and things don't always go as we want them to go, there has to be a plan to change in order for it to change, So have a plan, develop strategy, not only for businesses or nonprofits or personal brands or whatever you might be building, but build a strategy for your overall life. Think about your health, your wellness, your emotional intelligence, your mental health. Think about the things that serve you, the things that no longer serve you, how you can eliminate those, how you can build in that self-care even in the high demands that life puts on us. Think about that and build a strategy for your life so that you can win daily. Do not let negativity cloud your mind. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Just like in Monopoly, have a strategy, and I want you to get to winning, okay? So screenshot this episode. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, but share it seriously though. Share this with someone who needs it, someone who needs that motivation, that push to keep going, someone who will benefit from being subscribed to this podcast.